The Path to Victory by Amar Reed. It's 2029, and I'm giving the pregame speech as a defensive coordinator for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the beginning of the season, and a few players asked me a question about my career and what made me desire to be a football coach. I took them on a trip down memory lane, back to when I was 10 years old. That is where it started. Growing up, I was always presented with opportunities and doors for progress. But I always was afraid. Afraid because I was stepping into a place of the unknown with no guidance. Afraid to be made fun of because I didn't know how to perform a given task. So I shied back into the shadows and played it safe instead of stepping out and becoming better through trial and error. But being so young, how would I have known that concept? There were always people suggesting things but never giving the guidance or painting a picture on how to get there. So I remained average with all my talents and abilities. This went on throughout my middle school and high school years. By the time I was in 9th grade, this was a solidified mindset. I continued to miss out on opportunities because the voice of fear spoke to me and said, "Don't do it because they're going to make fun of you." This was an overwhelming voice in my life, especially when it came to football. Every year of high school, I had a friend that would ask me to come and play for the upcoming season, and I would always make an excuse because of the fear of not knowing how to play. I finally graduated in 2010 and regretted not fully taking advantage of the opportunities high school provided to play sports. One day, I was watching a football game at home, and I thought to myself, what do you want to do with your life? I came to the conclusion that I wanted to coach football and talk about Jesus. From then on, I started going to church and pursuing coaching opportunities. I began coaching for a Little League football team in Haines City, Florida, called the Haines City Rattlers. I said to myself, I will never allow anyone around me to miss out because of lack of knowledge or fear in their lives. Coaching football was personal for me because it was an opportunity for me to help people achieve their goals and dreams by overcoming mental blocks and barriers, to share my experiences that helped me overcome and lead a generation of tomorrow into victory. I wanted to help people build the skills and mindset that it takes to achieve a desired outcome. I wanted to teach people to learn how to learn, so that if they never had anyone around, they would know how to get through any given situation, so that the fear of the unknown wouldn't plague their life and rob them like it tried to rob me. Football was a passion for me. Playing, training, watching film, and studying the game is what I love to do, even in my free time. So moving forward, I decided I wanted to coach on the next level. I did my research and found out you need at least a bachelor's degree in business management and organization to get in the door. So I attended Valencia Community College in 2022 and received my associate's degree in general studies in 2024. I then transferred to UCF through the Direct Connect program that was offered to students who attended Valencia. I went on to pursue my bachelor's degree while assisting the UCF football program as a defensive coordinator's assistant. Being a football coach required many skills such as organizational skills, time management, computer skills for Excel and Microsoft Word, the ability to program design, and also speak in public settings, conferences, and meetings. At the time, I was in charge of assisting the defense and double-checking players' positions and assignments. Also, watching film to see which players best fit our scheme and needs on the defense. I graduated from UCF in 2026 with my bachelor's degree in business management and organization. It cost me about $30,000. I was happy because my financial aid carried me most of the way through college. I also applied for scholarships through my financial advisor and some student support resources to finish off the rest. A couple months later, I applied for a job with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as a defensive coordinator assistant, but I never received a response. I didn't give up though. A month later, I got a call from the Pittsburgh Steelers who were looking for a defensive coordinator assistant. I was told my old head coach from the university had put in a good word for me. I moved up to Pennsylvania that year and started coaching as an assistant. No later than 3 months, the defensive coordinator had a major injury and had to step down. I soon realized that this was the moment, standing in front of me again. But this time I was ready. No fear. I knew what I was doing and where I wanted to go. My feet were on the ground, and my eyes were looking forward, straight ahead. This was my opportunity to lead a generation of players to glory and victory. So I stepped up, and here we are today. So let's start this season off right. No fear, no bars, no hugs, and we'll finish strong.